Unlock your dream property with Meeks Realty Group, where Rich the Realtor makes real estate dreams a reality. Whether it's residential or commercial, we've got Charleston to Huntington covered. Your key to exceptional real estate experiences start here. Meeks Realty Group. Contact us at meeks.us.
The views and opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of 580 WCHS, its employees, or WVRC Media. From the studios of WVRC Media, the country, the United States of America, the state, West Virginia, the city, Charleston. This is the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live. And your host.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
He's kind of a big deal.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Dave Allen.
Hey, folks, good Friday morning to you. Welcome to the show. Senior producer Ryan Nicholson in charge of things this morning. Bigly, Piggly, Wiggly, hotline 304-345-5858. Tony Vitaylor, text 304-935-5008. We're in the Jarrett Construction Studios, right on time, right on budget. Visit jarrett-construction.com. Phone calls to the show, a service of Bigly, Piggly, Wiggly, Spring Street, Charleston. Texting services courtesy West Virginia's finest men's store, Tony Vitaylor on Virginia Street in Charleston. Shop Tony all Christmas season long. Check out the unsurpassed quality Johnny O. Take 50% off many sports coats. Shop Johnson & Murphy shoes, accessories, select outerwear, and more. Check out bestmastertailor.com or Tony Vitaylor's Facebook page for more information. Friday edition of the show, and yes, we've made it to the weekend. And I don't know if it's just the weather or what, but does this seem like it's been the longest week in history? It does to me. Coming up a little bit later on the show, the Southern West Virginia Toy Ride folks are going to stop by. This is a big annual event where a whole lot of motorcycle riders from Charleston and the surrounding areas go on a big ride to collect toys for kids this Christmas, happening December the 20th. The meetup is at Daniel Boone Park, and the ride will go to women's and children's from there. There are several drop-off locations around the valley, a ton of fact, and they've already been collecting toys at those venues, which we'll go over all those a little bit later. They've actually been doing that since 1st of November, I understand. So they're going to wrap up the drop-off spots to get ready for the ride. We'll talk about it with them coming up a little bit later on. Plus, on the show yesterday and all the promos, I promised you I was going to have the return of a radio legend to the airwaves here in Charleston, West Virginia. The laugh may sound familiar. Ladies and gentlemen, formerly of another station, just hanging out with us for the day, would you please make welcome Coach Kidd?
Buddy, good morning.
How are you doing, man?
Good. Let's ease up on the legend part.
Come on.
Come on, let's back that down. We'll pump the brakes, brother. Come on.
Coach Kidd, of course, is a very well-known personality in the Charleston market for a number of years, stepped away from radio to go do something else, and he's back with us today.
And by the way, I'm not sure what that something else is yet. I've stepped away. I just don't know what that is. Something else. Yeah.
So Coach Kidd and I are going to talk about something. He's actually got a project totally outside radio and that he's very passionate about. Yeah. And so that's why I really brought him on the show. But then when I found out that he had a little extra time this morning, I said, why don't you just come on in early, buddy? And
I'm off today.
So here he is. We're going to explain all that coming up a little bit later on. Plus, your calls and texts are always welcome. Bigly, Piggly, Wiggly. Hotline 304-345-5858. Tony Vitaylor, text 304-935-5008. Let's welcome in now Angie Gillenwater from the Kanawha Charleston Humane Association with this week's Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week. And as always, our pet's picture is posted at Dave Allen Radio on Facebook and at Dave A70 on X. Angie, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning. It's very cold and very hard to get out of bed this morning.
I got you. I got to say, I texted you this morning and I said, oh, by the way, I'm going to have Coach Kidd, formerly from another company, here on the radio. And you said, here's the quote, how exciting, the sound of my teen years.
Wow. Angie, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Oh, I'm very excited. I've been waiting on this phone call all morning.
Angie, you know I'm here too, right?
We've got the host of the show.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just old news, I guess. All right. So as always, we have our pet's picture posted over Dave Allen Radio on Facebook, the WCHS Network Facebook page, and at Dave A70 on X. I want you to tell us the story of Twinkle Toes.
Oh, Twinkle.
So Twinkle Toes, contrary to his name, is a very, very large dog. He's about 60 pounds. Something about naming these giant dogs, very petite names, just tickles me. But He is very sweet. He's very mannerly. He's about 6 years old, we assume, so he's got all that puppy energy out. All he wants to do now is just lay on the couch and stay warm.
Same.
But yeah.
Second.
He's extremely housebroken. You will not have any accidents in your house with this dog. And if you do think about taking him home, he's great with kids. He probably needs to be the only pet in your home, or you need to have female dogs. He is very much a ladies' man.
Ooh, that's like Dave too.
More like the part about wanting to just lay around.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
I want to spend a little time talking, Angie, about fostering pets from the shelters, because I feel like sometimes we don't spend enough time about the importance of fostering. Talk about that.
So fostering, I'm a foster for our shelter, and it's one of my favorite things that I do for the shelter. You get temporary pet ownership, so whether it's for a night, a weekend, a couple months until the pet gets adopted, you get to have that pet in your home. We learn a lot of information about them in a home setting that we don't get to see at the shelter, which increases their adoptability. Pictures of them in a home rather than surrounded by concrete walls also increases their adoptability. And also it greatly, greatly improves their mental health. And the other good thing about fostering is it's free. We provide any supply that you might need, including vet care for the foster pets.
It's a great program, and I know several of my friends that do that and will foster dogs and cats, and then they love it, and it's a very, very important part of the process too. Also, I love the fact that on your social media you have some dogs up for adoption, Angie, that you have divided them into different categories: cat tolerant, loves kids, never met a stranger, etc. I noticed that this morning. That's a pretty good idea to do it that way.
Yeah, because there are a lot of people in our comments. We try to listen to the community and what they're looking for, and a lot of people will comment these specific traits. So to make it easier, we will lay it right out for you. We want these dogs into homes and out of the shelter, so we're trying to make it as easy as possible. Pretty similar to online shopping. Just add it to cart and check out.
Angie, when the pet is adopted, let me go back to that a second. When the pet is adopted for foster, is it a better chance for the pet to get adopted than rather being in the kennel itself? I mean, I know you said taking pictures like that. Do the owners that foster him, do they actually get to hold on to him, and do they end up adopting him rather than giving him to someone else?
So I will say, if it's your first time fostering, usually they will foster fail. But we do have a pretty strong community, and I say strong as in they don't give in to adopting their foster pets, but a pretty big community of those foster parents that their sole purpose is fostering, and should they, what we call foster fail, and adopt their foster pet, they can't foster more. So
I gotcha.
Okay. I would say if it's your first time fostering, you're probably going to end up keeping.
See, I don't know that I could ever do that for that very reason, because once I bring you in, you're mine.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
And the love grows. You start to get to know the pet a little bit more, because my family's actually thought about it before. I know just thought about it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think I could return this animal once I start to love on it, understand its personality, get to love on it a little bit more, sleep with you, and all that kind of stuff. I don't think that pet's going back there. He's going to stay right here.
Oddly enough, the same thing that Coach's wife said.
Yeah, about I think he's going to stay right here.
We have a text here for you, Angie. So, do the animals suffer separation anxiety once again after returning to the shelter from their foster family?
I would say, and this is actually proven. There are research studies about this. Their stress levels do not increase upon returning to the shelter. If anything, they just return to normal levels. But upon returning from a foster home, especially like overnight trips, stress levels do not increase upon returning to the shelter.
That's very important to know.
Yeah.
We'll talk with Angie Gillenwater with this week's Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week, the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by Huston's Pizza. Get the Huston's Holiday Pack, a large 18-inch pepperoni pizza, 10 breadsticks, 12 hot wings, and a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi, only $33.99. You guys out and about anywhere this weekend? I think I saw that you got an event going on with some other shelters over in my neck of the woods over in Taze Valley. Is that right?
Oh yeah. We have a huge adoption event with Best Friends Animal Society. It's at Valley Park, 1 Valley Park Drive. So many shelters are going to be there with so many adoptable pets, and this is, if we get 3 feet of snow, we're still going to be there.
Nice.
What time is the event? I mean, maybe that'll help you out a little bit. What time is the event?
So we're starting, we will be there with pets getting set up at 10 a.m. So if you roll through at 10, we'll gladly show you some animals. And we're going to be there until 5 p.m.
Okay, because I think you should be okay early on from what the weather folks are saying. It's probably going to hit probably mid-afternoon or something like this. So you may have to cut it a little bit short, but I think at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I think you should be in pretty good shape. And it would be a great day to be there because there's going to be so many people in Hurricane for the Christmas parade tomorrow. So you're going to have a lot of that traffic rolling through there.
We're hoping so. This is an outside event, so we're hoping everyone adopts these dogs so we don't have to sit in the cold. Exactly. Neither do the dogs.
And speaking of cold, it is going to be bitterly cold starting Saturday night, really through early Tuesday morning. You shouldn't have to remind people of this, Angie, but please make arrangements for your outside pets. And some dogs, I know people will say, well, my dog loves it and they're bred for it. And that may be the case. But the reality is the majority of animals are not bred for it. And, despite what they may have told you, they really don't want to be outside.
Absolutely. If your dog is, bred for the cold temperatures, and it is an outside pet, that's great. That's fine. Just please make sure that you have the proper shelter in place, straw instead of blankets or any type of soft material, that the area that you have them for housing is covered with, 3 walls, windshield, and make sure that water bowls are not frozen. But yeah, if your pet is a fan of the snow, I have one like that, great, but please make sure those are there, in the event that they do not want to be outside anymore.
We had a text here that said, is there any particular donation item you need to protect the paw pads from frostbite outside?
So we actually do pet safe salt that we put down, ice melt. We have that on our wish list on Amazon, which you can see on our Facebook page. But that is the precaution that we take just because we do not have enough little tiny booties to put on all the legs in the shelter.
I didn't know that was a thing. So they make pet safe salt. I was unaware of that.
Yep, they do, and they sell it at anywhere you can get pet supplies.
Well, there you go.
Well, Angie, before you go, I want to let you know, thanks for being on the program, and we have an 8-track cassette coming your way with Turkey Time on it for you, okay?
Oh, yes.
I saw somebody posted that video the other day of that. All right.
We only could get it in 8 tracks. Sorry.
I'm interested in the fact you said it's an 8-track cassette.
It could be both, buddy. Technology,
okay.
man.
All right. Oh, and also another text for you, Angie. Somebody said don't forget about those strays, too, because every neighborhood's probably got some strays out there. If you're so inclined, make a place for the strays outside, too.
Absolutely. Our shelter is busting at the seams right now, but also give us a call and we will do what we can to assist you with those strays as well.
All right. Angie Gillenwater, Kanawha Charleston Humane Association with our check-in this week. I appreciate you being here, and I'm glad I was able to make your dream come true and getting to talk to Coach Kidd on the air. I'm sorry, but next week you're just going to have to deal with just me. Is that okay?
I guess that's fine. I'll be there.
Yeah, I know. You got to take the good with the bad, Angie.
All right.
Yeah.
Angie, appreciate it. We'll talk soon. Thanks a lot. Talk to you next week.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Do want to remind you that they are out at Valley Park tomorrow, so it'd be a good opportunity if you're heading to the Hurricane Christmas Parade to swing on in there. It's a huge adoption event. All of these different shelters are going to be there together. So, Coach, it'd be a good time for people to stop by.
Absolutely. It's what a great organization and all that. Again, we've got our pet from there as well. Mm-hmm. I got to be honest with you, it's very difficult to go in there.
I have never been in there.
Yeah.
And as much as I love Angie and the people up there, I have never set foot inside the shelter. Now, my wife and I, the first cat we ever adopted, she went and got it. And I said, well, why don't you just go and get it? And then you come home with a cat. And she did. The 2 we have now just showed up at strays, on our house.
So you just adopted them, took them in?
They adopted us.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, I remember in a quick story, I met my wife there.
At the shelter.
Yeah. She wasn't behind the cage, but I was doing a Halloween thing there. I was broadcasting and doing a Halloween thing there. And we were kind of talking, but she came out and that's when we got to see each other. She was looking at cats with their little daughter, Emma, and now we're married. Emma's 18 years old.
Oh.
So there you go.
There's so many spay and neuter jokes I could throw in there, but I'm not going to do that.
That wasn't until after we got married.
Okay. All right. So our dog this week, our Adopt Me Please Pet of the Week picture posted at Dave Allen Radio and Facebook, and also the WCHS Network Facebook page and at Dave870 on X. Twinkle Toes, around 60 pounds, around 6 years old.
Huge dog.
Probably needs to be the only dog, but seemed to be okay with female dogs.
And a cutie, too.
A very good looking
black
dog.
And white dog.
It's a classic black and white dogs. So if you're looking for a dog, go check it out, and go check out Angie and the folks with all these different shelters. They'll be at Valley Park in Hurricane tomorrow. It's 9:22. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live is brought to you in part by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go motorcycle riding and collect some toys along the ways. You're listening to the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses bring first-class businesses to your community.
This holiday season, Poca Valley is grateful for the trust you place in us. We appreciate your business and the relationships we've built together at each of our 8 locations. And we're growing with a new branch in downtown Charleston opening in the new year. It's all part of being there for you when and where you need us. This Christmas, take time to cherish moments with loved ones and remember the reason for the season. From all of us at Poca Valley, Merry Christmas.
West Virginia's secret to making the best fried bologna sandwiches? Kraft Real Mayo on the bread. That's why families have trusted us for nearly 100 years to make every bite feel like home. Made with eggs sourced from local farms and whisked together with a handful of simple ingredients. Kraft Real Mayo delivers a creamy texture and balanced taste West Virginia loves. So pick up Kraft Real Mayo at your local grocery store today. Love it or your money back. Offer limited to U.S. residents only, 18 years of age or older. Limit of 1 refund per brand. Offer valid only on eligible participating products.
Welcome back to the show. It's 9:23. Ryan Nicholson is our producer today. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by the all-new Generations Ford of Hurricane, your family and locally owned Ford dealership. Generations Ford providing their customers with X-Plan discount pricing on the purchase of select new Ford vehicles. You pay what Ford suppliers pay. They're also offering 0% financing for new Fords. Check them out today, just off the Hurricane exit or online at generationsford.com. One destination for every generation. Generations Ford, see dealer for details. Our good friend... You didn't like the term when I said broadcast legend. Yeah, that didn't sit well with you, kid?
No, I don't see that even a little bit.
Okay, why not?
No, because I'm just Coach.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, I'm going to blow you away here. Mm-hmm. That's not even my real name.
What? Coach is not.
Right?
Coach is not your real name.
I know. It blows a lot of people away. They're like,
wow.
my real name is Milburn Schmingy. It was just hard to spell.
I got
so
it. I thought it might be like Coach Alicious or something like that.
No, that's.
Okay.
That's
no, don't. We're working on a project here, Coach. Don't blow it out of the water.
Okay, buddy. Yeah.
Coach Kidd is with us as well. I
love being here.
I don't know why. I thought this would be a good idea.
You thought this would be a good idea?
Yeah,
dude. You need to rethink things, dude.
I know. I need to
really
rethink a whole lot of things in my life.
You really do.
All right, save us, folks, if you will. We'll get the folks from the Southern West Virginia Toy Ride here. Just introduce us, if you will. Introduce yourselves to us, if you will, please.
I'm Corey Mohawk Hinkle. I'm the founder of the Toy Ride for Women's Children's Hospital.
Okay, and
I'm Chloe Hinkle, his daughter.
Okay, and put that microphone down there a little bit.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. And you are known as
Giggles.
Giggles.
I don't believe it.
No, not at all. Not at all. All right. So let's talk about this ride. How many years has this thing been going? How many years has this thing been going on?
12 years.
12 years. And were you there from the very beginning? In this, Corey, were you there from the very beginning?
Yeah, she was in the hospital when she was 3 years old at Women's Children's with an upper respiratory infection. And it kind of just took off from there. What happened was there's a playroom up there at the 5th floor at Women's Children's, and a lot of the stuff is broke, missing, DVD players. The kids' room's up there on the 5th floor, and throughout some of the rest of the hospital there, they got DVD players. You can put Xboxes on a cart and wheel it to the room, and the kids can play games and stuff like that while they're in there. Just something to give them something to do while they're in there, not knowing what exactly is going on with them while they're getting tests run and everything on them.
Yeah, and I've had you guys on the show for the last couple of years to talk about this big event. Then it's going to be December 20th, but you've been collecting toys up till that point. But this is personal for you and your family, as you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, take us back. I don't want to, dig up any bad memories or anything, but obviously it left an impression on you, Corey, or you wouldn't be doing this, what you're doing now. Take us back to those days with your daughter.
Really, it started out, she was in there like any other kid that is in the hospital, don't know what's going on, scared, have everything hooked up to her, tests being run, trying to figure out what was going on. She was in there for several days. And then we got to talking after we seen the playroom. I originally started out with a lady by the name of Christy Bissett, and we started working with her in the beginning of this. but now the lady we work with is Summer Ray at Women's Children's. It's just something good to do, I guess you could say, give back to the community. You always got people saying do this or do that, but in the end, you really don't know who you're helping out when you're just going and donating something or where it's going. If you don't know if it's going on a shelf with a price tag on it. In this, you actually get to see it go straight to the hospital, and kids wake up Christmas morning with toys, and they get given out throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people misinterpret as well, is that you have no idea where anything's going, and you have first look.
Yes.
And you're right there, and like, this is going there, this is going there, this is perfect.
100% of the toys stay here local.
Yeah.
They don't go out of the state of West Virginia. They don't go out of Charleston area. They stay here and go to the kids at the hospital Christmas morning and throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Over the years, we've had businesses donate tablets. Some of the kids, if you go to the pre-op room that are having surgery and stuff like that, sometimes they'll bring a tablet out for the kids to play games on or do something before they go in to have surgery. That's been donated over the years from this event, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on.
I would also imagine that you would want for the kids that are in the hospital too, as you've seen, anytime they're in a hospital, number one, most importantly, they're not home.
No, you want them to feel comfortable.
And so, exactly, you want a little bit of a normalcy when it comes to Christmas morning or just activities that happen because they've been there for so long.
Yeah, they have no clue what's going on with them. All they know is they see all these machines going off.
Yeah.
And you know it's got to make them feel uncomfortable because, like you said, they ain't at home. Most of the time when they're not at home, Santa always, kids, they want to know how Santa's going to get there too, you know?
Wow.
We got a guy that dresses up as Santa every year. He's done it for 12 years now. Jimbo, he goes by Loctite. He dresses up as Santa and rides a bike, and he leads us to Women's Children's Hospital.
And the visual, I have seen that in the past because our sister station, 98.7 A Mountain, is usually a big part of this, and I've seen that visual in the past of those motorcycles rolling into Women's and Children's led by Santa Claus.
Yes.
And the kids maybe at the windows or so on and so forth.
You got kids in the windows waving at us. You got kids holding signs up. And then before we leave, we go up with, a few of us will go up with Santa, and he'll pass out toys to a few of the kids up there. So they actually get to see Santa before we leave, and some of them actually get to get something from Santa before we leave that day.
And again, this is happening on December 20th, the riot is, but you've been collecting things, really, I think, since the 1st of November, and you'll be doing that through the weekend. There's so many places here. I'll just mention a few of them. Gunny's Bar and Grill and Nitro, Blizzard's Custom Cycles, Generations Barbershop in South Charleston, Red Lobster, Elk River Bar and Grill, See Adam Tony Tire, Fifth Third Bank, Town and Country Lanes, 21 Pool Room in Sissonville, Red's Barbershop in South Charleston, Gresham Plumbing, Swamp Fox Tavern, Johnson Controls, O'Reilly's Auto Parts across lanes, Smith's Grocery Store in Elkview, Family Dollar Stores in Dunbar, Cross Lanes, Kanawha City, Marmet, South Charleston, and Charleston. I mean, all these businesses are stepping up, and these are businesses, guys, that don't have to do this.
No, they don't have to. I get a hold of them at the beginning of this, starting in October, start calling to make sure that they want to do it again this year. And usually I speak with the general managers or district managers for Dollar General and Family Dollars and stuff like that, and they put all their stores on board for it.
Is there anything particular that maybe for next year, obviously, that you really are wanting or needing a short of?
DVDs.
Okay. Wow.
DVDs.
That's a shortage?
Yeah, because a lot of the DVDs, if you go up to the hospital in the playroom, they got a wall there that's nothing but like a bookcase of DVDs, and you open them up, and a lot of them are missing.
Missing, scratched, or whatever. Yeah.
Interesting.
And those
I wouldn't
kids,
have thought that.
And the kids in the room up there on the 5th floor, they got TVs and DVD players mounted to the walls.
Okay.
So they can actually watch cartoon movies, or they can watch a movie with their family or something, just like they're at home, like you said.
And that should be easy to find.
Yeah,
I mean, I know exactly. I got like 15, 20 of those things. Just obviously, I never look at them, not with platforms and Netflix and
I think
things.
you mean you had those.
I had those, yes.
You had those. Effective now, you no longer have those.
No, exactly.
Talk about breaking it down into the age groups for the kids, guys. I mean, because you get certain things for certain ages. Talk about that.
I got on the flyer, toys needed for children's ages, infant to 15 years of age. The babies get overlooked a lot. So baby toys, rattlers, anything like that, small stuffed animals that they can see, that they can cling to. Just infants, a lot of the infants get overlooked because they're little also. So, I mean, anything for a baby or something like that, even brand new baby bottles, I mean, that might help a family out even during the time.
You're
while
not
they're
going to turn anything away that somebody wants to donate.
No. Just nothing used. It can be used as long as it's like a dollhouse or a plastic kitchen, something that can be wiped off.
Right. Yeah,
the playroom up there at the hospital, they go in there and they have like Dora kitchenettes and stuff like that. And as long as they can wipe it off or disinfect it, it'll stay there in that room and kids can go to that room and play with this stuff.
You know, a lot of times when it comes to things like that, of people asking for things, unfortunately, children and infants really get overlooked.
Yes.
I remember broadcasting and doing things like that, and people would bring, you know, socks and stuff for grown-ups, but for infants, you really had to hit that hard to get it.
Yeah. It's overlooked a lot. I mean, it really is, just because of how little they are.
And you're talking about things that people could donate, that aren't necessarily going to break the bank. And look, if you want to donate, you know, an Xbox or one of these things, that's fine. We would love that. However, if you want to just donate some smaller things like that, that would be great as well.
Yeah, cordless remotes for Xboxes, PlayStations, anything like that. If you got an old PlayStation game set at the house and your kid's got a new PS5 and it's 2 or 3 years old, I mean, anything that the kids can use in that hospital.
Yeah.
Like I said, it all stays local, and you never know. Every one of us have kids or grandkids that might be in there one day, and you never know. You might be in there with your kid or grandkid and end up using something that gets donated.
You got a Facebook. I'm presuming somebody can reach out to you on there, because there may be people listening to us right now that maybe want to go to one of these places I mentioned. We said you're going to be collecting items there through the weekend, but you'll be doing the ride itself December 20th. You got information out there on social media, guys?
The actual Facebook page is Southern West Virginia Toy Ride for CAMC Women's and Children's Hospital. The guys will start picking up the boxes from the drop-off locations on the 16th, and the toy ride is actually December 20th. Yeah. It's a good thing. I mean, we leave Daniel Boone Park about 12:10, 12:15. We'll gather there between 10 and 12, and then we'll say prayer before we leave, and then we'll come down the boulevard to Pennsylvania Avenue and turn into the hospital right there in the loop. All that's required to participate is one new unwrapped toy, something you can drop off to the hospital when you go through the loop. You'll have kids there. You'll have nurses there. You'll have people from the hospital helping collect the toys.
And you don't even have to get out of your car, do you?
No.
That's awesome.
It's mostly, this is mostly a motorcycle ride.
Yeah.
We have a few vehicles that I'll allow to ride behind us to pull the trailers and stuff like that. Over the years, we've had a 26-foot enclosed trailer and I think another 36-foot enclosed trailer. We usually have 3 to 4, sometimes 5 enclosed trailers full of toys that goes to that hospital.
Now, if I bring some toys, DVD players, which I do have, can you teach me how to ride a motorcycle?
Absolutely.
Let's remember your age.
Buddy, I want to do wheelies and everything.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah. You might want to try that in a wheelchair first, buddy.
Put me in bubble wrap and I'm ready to go.
All right. Go ahead. I know you do want to say something else before we wrap it up.
Yeah, I do got a couple people I'd like to thank
Absolutely.
that help out
100%.
during this every year. Aaron at Charleston Blueprint, Mark at Appalachian Mini Storage, Michael Moore, also known as Burnout, Charles Morton, Bootlegger. They've helped put out boxes while I've been at work. J.D. Stowers, he's going to probably help pull trailer this year. He helped last year. He owns Stowers Body Shop and Customs. And then you got Gary Price. They all help pull trailers, and they all help with every bit of this while I'm at work throughout the week. And they step in and do a big part in it.
And this is something we did when I had you guys before we let you go on the air last year. And now that I've got somebody here with me and Coach Kit, everybody's got a cool nickname. Okay, now you gave me one last year. Do you remember what mine last year was? Because I don't remember. But maybe you can give me another one this year. All right, what is his nickname going to be? What are you going to call Coach Kidd?
I think you already named it a second ago. What was it? Coach Alicious or something like that? What did you say it was?
Coach Alicious. Coach Alicious. All right.
Easy.
All right. All right.
No.
And, okay.
You gave him that one.
Okay, and mine would be what?
What was it last year?
I don't remember. All right, we got to come up with another one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few names I can come up with.
He gave you one. What's his?
I'd have to think about it. Yeah.
Come on. Time's wasting here, buddy.
I don't have one.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a whole lot of other people in the building that would love to give
Dude,
me
it's easy. We could just walk around the room now.
Yeah, including my boss, Jared, who would say, how about unemployed?
Yeah.
That'd be a good
Unemployed
right,
Dave. I think that's perfect.
All right. There you go. All right, guys. We appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot. Hang out with us here just 1 second. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by your hometown baseball team, the Charleston Dirty Birds. Salango Law Light the Night continues at the ballpark through the first of the year every night except for Christmas night. Get your tickets in advance by visiting dblightthenight.com. More with Coach Kidd when we come back on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
The Dave Allen Show is presented in part by Generations Ford in Hurricane, part of the Eric J. Tarr family of businesses.
Fall is here, and the only thing that's falling faster than the leaves in West Virginia are the prices on Jeep Grand Cherokees at Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hurricane. Right now, Gene and Ryan have over 50 Grand Cherokees in stock, and each one of them have been marked down. Walker has the largest selection of Grand Cherokees in the Kanawha Valley, and all of them need new homes. Check this out. Grand Cherokee Limited with third row seating, now Walker priced with up to $11,000 off MSRP. And you know you're going to get the best deal possible at Walker because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals. So don't wait. Take advantage of these great savings before Old Man Winter settles into the Mountain State for good. Take that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just off the Hurricane exit of I-64. Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Amazon holiday deals are here, with everything for everyone on your list. Like that friend group where you really only know one person, but still get invited to the White Elephant Party. With Amazon holiday deals, you can save big on White Elephant gifts everyone wants, like quotable coffee mugs, funny t-shirts, or miniature desk games. And while you're at it, grab fancy chocolates to bring. Because hey, what party couldn't use fancy chocolates? Shop gifts for all with Amazon.
Yes.
The latest in news, talk, and sports on 580 WCHS is brought to you by Jarrett Construction. Visit jarrett-construction.com for more information.
Right on time, right on budget. Call on Jarrett Construction.
Trust the nation's most recognized newsroom for comprehensive election coverage. From local to statewide and national elections, 580 WCHS brings you up-to-the-minute updates, analysis, and result. Be part of the democratic process on 580 WCHS.
Welcome back to the show. 21 minutes away from 10, the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by Live Healthy, West Virginia, presented by WVU Medicine, a podcast promoting healthier lifestyles in and beyond the state. Check out the latest episodes, WVMetroNews.com, under the podcast menu. Coming up later today, Metro News Midday, powered by Salango Law, with 13 News and Tonight Live anchor Amanda Barron and me. The governor will lead us off today on the show just after 12. Jeff Jenkins and TJ Meadows are here. Political columnist Mark Curtis will stop by. It's Friday, which means we're going to introduce you to another great eatery around the state of West Virginia. Daniel Woods is here with your weekend sports blitz. Jim Kaufman from the West Virginia Hospital Association. Joe Fitzwater with the weather and more. Metro News Midday with 13 News and Tonight Live anchor Amanda Barron and me coming up at noon today, powered by Salango Law. On Monday's local show, we're going to talk with the folks from Clay Center about some of their upcoming stuff going on there. High school basketball tonight on WCHS. Shady Spring will be taking on Herbert Hoover in the land of the Huskies. Broadcast coverage begins at 7. And I will say this, Christmas parade in Charleston last night, a huge success. Our stations were there, and our Christmas parade tour is going to continue tomorrow, as our station will be in Hurricane at noon, and weather permitting, the Nitro parade. That's still going on as far as we know. If that changes, we will let you know. Coach Kidd has been my co-host today.
What a pleasure. This is fun.
Man?
Oh, dude, this is great.
Okay, but before, though, I get into some more fun and hijinks and zaniness that you and I are going to get into on this show this morning.
You're a wacky dude.
I'm telling you. I've been called that.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
You first reached out to me, though, about something that you're very passionate about, that you wanted to come on the show and talk about today. And then I'll tell the folks how it evolved to you hosting the whole show with me today after that. but go ahead and talk about this.
It's Maranatha is where I go now, and
to church.
Yeah, to church.
Yeah.
And back in 2014, they put on a passion play, and then they did another one a little while after that called The Journey, and now we have another one called and I'm drawing a blank. Holy cow. Roar Advent. There we go.
Yeah, I know. Gig, man.
Yeah, I know. Roar Advent. And basically it's surrounding the lion, the wardrobe, The Witch in the Wardrobe.
Okay.
Yeah, have you seen that movie?
I have not, no.
Dude, it's amazing.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I just saw it last night. And it's so good. And it's loosely based on that, but there are some things that you would recognize. Tons of time have gone into this. Just crazy amounts of time. Miss Tammy, which is the Pastor Darren's wife, have put it all together. A ton of volunteers. And the first show is coming up tomorrow at 7:00. And I'm telling you, pyrotechnics, we're talking fog, we're talking great effects, great performances from all the children and the kids that we have in there. I'm telling you, it's a top-notch show. You will not be disappointed. And if you are disappointed, I'll give your money back from the door, although it's free.
Oh, it's free. It's free. I mean, when you talk about having all of that for a play like that or a production like that, this is a long way from what I remember growing up in church wearing my Dallas Cowboy robe and being a wise
Which was
man.
your first mistake, by the way.
Yeah, that's the first mistake.
Yeah.
But it's come a long way, apparently.
Well, and again, it's tons of hours. It's tons. Corey, which is our graphic guy and just all around dude of everything. He spent tons of hours on things. And like I said, you will not be disappointed, to the point where I've seen many plays of the Passion Play to the Journey to this one. To me, this one is by far the best one we've put together. Okay. Especially with all the time. And it's absolutely free to get in. It's at 2910 Kanawha Terrace. Maranatha Church is where it's going to be held. Tomorrow it'll be 7:00. Sunday, if you want to come, it's at 10:00 during service. Mm-hmm. And then the last two shows are Tuesday and Wednesday. And if you have like 10 or more, you can reserve seats.
Okay.
You just call the church.
I was going to say, that's how they do that.
MFCnet.com.
Okay.
You can MFC.net, I should say.
All right. We'll talk about that a little bit more before we let you go. It's 9:43 of the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by Rich the Realtor and Meeks Realty Group. Check this one out. It's 128 McGovern Road in South Hills, split-level home packed with character and convenience. Just minutes from downtown Charleston, Southridge, top-rated schools, fine dining, and more. Just a great home. Contact Rich the Realtor for more information about it, 304-932-7488, or email Rich Klein. That's Klein with a K, richklein66@gmail.com. You know, Coach, as long as you and I have known each other, as far as I know, this is the first time, and I might be wrong. Maybe we did something that I don't remember somewhere, which is highly possible. I think it's the first time we've ever been on microphone at the same time.
No, that is not correct.
Okay, that's not correct.
I did you were, I think it was either your client or you were part of it out at Putnam Valley. And there was an art show that they hung like wire or rope,
but
and they put there, and I had you on the air at that time.
Okay, all right, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're absolutely right about
Buddy
that.
steel trap up here, bro.
I got, well, mine's a little rusted.
Yeah, that's okay.
But actually, I do remember that now. You were out there with the other guys, and I was there with the Putnam County Tourism folks. I was the head of the Putnam County Tourism Board for a few terms, and that's why I was out there for that. All right, so, but in a conventional set-down
like
studio
this,
setting, the first time we've ever done this.
No.
All right. So how did the Charleston radio market get lucky enough to have you come? Did we lose a bet, or what was it that led you to Charleston?
They just threw darts and went up. Okay, we'll take him.
All right, so you're a Michigan guy.
I am,
obviously, as he's sitting here with his Detroit Tigers baseball cap and your Michigan quarter zip here.
Yeah.
So what was it that led you to West Virginia?
It was I was in Sault Ste. Marie. Have you heard of Sault Ste. Marie?
I have.
It's up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and I was working as production director up there at WYSS, Yes FM, and a guy that worked over at was it a B94? Remember back in the day when that was there, and he called me and he said, "Hey, they're looking for an afternoon guy on the station, electric," and I said, "Okay." So I sent him my stuff, and this was back in the day when you would send cassette tapes and your resume and a picture and all this, stuff that you took in the kitchen, as far as your mugshot or whatever. And I sent it down, and then the late Bill Shahan, he gave me a call. And but this was the interesting part. Jeff Whitehead, and I love him and respect him like a father. He called me. Now, mind you, I'm in Michigan, and I don't have a Southern accent and all that, but he called me and he said, "Jeff," is Jeff Whitehead. Now, I mean that in all due respect,
Right.
but I remember hearing his voice going, what have I done? Where am I going? All I could picture was him, his cowboy boots on the edge of the desk, cowboy hat, and a bolo on with a cigar going, hey, we want you to come on down here.
You ain't from here, are you?
No,
boy?
it took me 3 planes to get down here. But I came down, and I remember this. I remember coming out of the airport and coming around on Greenbrier to get over on 64. And I remember seeing the city, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I went, this is it. This is where I want to be.
Really?
I kid you not. I remember it. And I still travel that, obviously. And every time I look at the skyline, I go, yep, this is where I want. And I left a couple times, but it's always brought me back. And I love it here.
I love hearing stories about people who aren't from here, but either adopt it.
Yeah.
Or people that leave and come back, and or they leave and are always trying to work their way back home.
And
we don't hear enough of that.
And I've heard those stories before. I left first, and I went to Texas, Austin, Texas. Basically, I went to Texas and turned on the light, grabbed a sandwich, and said, "No, I don't like it here. I'm going to come on back home."
That happens more often than you would think in radio and television.
It does, and I didn't like it, and it was culture shock to me. I was far from my family. It was during the holidays. I'll give you this: I was in Texas the weekend of Thanksgiving, and I was back here in West Virginia on New Year's Day. Moved all my stuff, everything in the back of a U-Haul. I called up the radio station. They said, yep, come on back. Matter of fact, Animal, he took over the show, or was going to. And then I made the phone call, and they're like, okay, Coach is coming back. You can't have the show.
That's amazing. It's amazing he still talks to you.
Yeah, I know, it is. Yeah. And then another time I went, and I went to be production director at KISS FM, 92.1 KISS FM in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And that was working out. I loved it there. It was nice. But I was married. I was married at the time, and she wanted to go back home.
Okay.
And my, again, theory, family first. Okay. And it wasn't like, oh, I gotta quit this. And I realized one thing, those are bigger markets than here. But after I've realized those markets mean nothing compared to what you're happy with. And I was happy with being in Charleston, West Virginia. And I'm still happy here. And I will not move for anything else. I will stay home.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good stuff, and I love to hear those stories. So, how long total were you? I mean, not counting when you left, came back. How long total were you on the air in Charleston?
27 years.
27 years.
Yes.
All right. What was it about this crazy circus that we're in that led you in as a young kid of a boy that made you say, "I want to do that"? Because we've all got those stories. I got mine. Listeners have heard mine, but I want to hear yours. What was it about this medium that appealed to you to begin with?
Well, the interesting thing, the medium didn't do anything for me, and I'll talk about that in a second. But radio was just one of those things. I remember hearing Ricochet. I remember hearing Scott Shannon. He was down there. He came to my school, did speech class, and I got my first taste when he came into my speech class because they brought this little recorder. And on the recorder was the 102, it was WIOG 102 jingle, weather jingle. And you had to, what we call in the business, a donut. So it has a beginning, has just music, and then it has an out with another jingle. And so he said, anybody want to try it? So I went up and I nailed it. And I didn't know the time, I just did weather. And I was like, And then I decided, you know what? I want to be an intern. I woke up one day, and I said, I think I want to be an intern at a radio station. And I went into the first radio station, and they said, no, you have to have an air check. You have to have this. I'm like, I don't know anything about that stuff. And then I went to another one. It was Cars 108. Went there, and they said, yeah, we're looking for a production intern. And that's what I became. But it was perfect for me because I lived at home. I was 21 years old, and I ate it. I drank it. I slept it. Yep. I was there from 6 a.m. till almost midnight, went back home, got 4 hours of sleep, back up. And I'm talking springing out of bed to go do this thing. And all I was an intern, but it worked out perfect because I was home and my parents would help pay for gas. And I was in college at the time working at WMCC, which was the college radio station. It was Mont Community College.
And all of us, I think, that do this and have a passion about it are the same way. I drove at one point for one job. I drove 37 and a half miles one way to make minimum wage.
Oh, yeah.
That's either dedication or that's just freaking crazy.
Yeah, it becomes a passion. And even though I've been out of radio, and as you said, we'll talk about that, but I've been out of radio for a year and a half, I miss it. And the thing is that it really just became about family. But at the same time, it's in you, and I've heard it, and it will stay in you until your last day.
Like
you will always have that radio bug.
Kind of like a fungus of some sort.
Pretty much a bad penny.
We got to take a break. 9:51, the Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by Bridge Valley Community and Technical College. Bridge Valley, your career starts here. Visit bridgevalley.edu for more details on any of the programs. Back after this on the Voice of Charleston, WCHS.
Brought to you by the Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses. Eric J. Tarr Family Businesses want to thank you for shopping locally.
The Christmas season is a time of family traditions. Christmas parties, viewing Christmas lights, decorating the tree, attending Christmas church service. Many of us consider these core holiday traditions. For over a century, another tradition in the Kanawha Valley was to give a Christmas donation to Union Mission to help feed, clothe, and shelter the needy. This Christmas, would you consider building on that tradition? Your gift this holiday season will help us well into 2025 as we help the hurting people of West Virginia. Visit unionmission.com. The Christmas season is a time of family traditions. Christmas parties, viewing Christmas lights, decorating the tree, attending Christmas church service. Many of us consider these core holiday traditions. For over a century, another tradition in the Kanawha Valley was to give a Christmas donation to Union Mission to help feed, clothe, and shelter the needy. This Christmas, would you consider building on that tradition? Your gift this holiday season will help us well into 2025 as we help the hurting people of West Virginia. Visit unionmission.com today.
An all-new Let's Talk with Carl Lee drops Thursday. Then Sunday, the NFL takes over the WCHS Sports Network. At 1 on 580 WCHS, it's the Chargers visiting the Chiefs. And on 1490 WSWW, enjoy a full doubleheader. The Cleveland Browns at the Chicago Bears, followed by the Detroit Lions at the LA Rams. Crucial snaps every week. Free over the air on the WCHS Sports Network.
Every Saturday, you're invited to join me, Chris Lawrence, here on 580 WCHS for West Virginia Outdoors. We're on the air live at 7:06 with hunting and fishing stories from all across the Mountain State. Interesting guests give us insight into the outdoors, game and fish management, and celebrate the enjoyment of West Virginia's two most popular activities. West Virginia Outdoors, presented by the Peyton Law Firm. And if you miss us on Saturday, catch the replay Sunday afternoon. West Virginia Outdoors every weekend here on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston.
Welcome back to the show. It's 6 minutes away from 10. The Dave Allen Show on 580 Live, brought to you in part by Pinnacle Consultants. Poor indoor air quality can cause a variety of health issues, allergies, respiratory problems, and more. Pinnacle offers specialized indoor air quality services for residential, commercial, and industrial type settings. Visit pinnaclecorp.net because what you don't know can hurt you. A couple of texts. One said, great to hear Coach back on the air. The one thing I always appreciate about him was both he and Libby maintaining professionalism while crying with us, showing their vulnerability, humanity, and the love of country the morning after September 11th. That will stay with me always. God bless Coach.
Brother, I'll tell you, that was the hardest part of radio, was that, because we couldn't figure out when to laugh again.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Yeah. Not knowing when can I laugh? When can we get back to normalcy?
It was a problem for all of us.
And we got to that point where it was like, let's just cry and work this out together.
All right. We're going to have a little fun with you now, sir.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Back when I used to be every Friday, I would bring in a different guest host and just have them kind of host the show. And when this just so happened today that you had availability. So we're going to play 10 questions.
Oh, here we go.
You ready?
Here we go, buddy.
You've been on the other end of stuff
yes,
like this.
I have.
Now it's your turn. Right.
Yes, I have.
Are you ready? And as always for our listeners at home, no wagering. All right. Are you ready?
Okay.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
If you are a Brady Bunch character, which one would you be?
Bobby.
What's the one hidden talent that you have that people would be surprised to learn about you?
I can whistle through my teeth.
Okay. Your best friend in fourth grade?
It would be Dave Blackburn.
What's your middle name?
Earl.
Destined to be in West Virginia.
with an E at the end.
For them that's got money.
Yeah.
All right. You're driving across country and you can only listen to one artist. Who is it?
Bon Jovi.
Had you not been on the radio, or now you're in the school system, we'll close with that. What career path would you have taken?
Bible philosophy.
Your first car?
A Sunbird. A Pontiac Sunbird.
A film you can do the majority of lines from.
Oh, that's easy. That's A Few Good Men.
Last one. Knowing that you're a huge Michigan guy, which we talked about earlier, how much money would it take for you to stand on the Capitol steps dressed in all Ohio State gear?
Millions. Millions.
You have completed 10 questions.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So tell people what it is that you're doing in the school system now. And you're off today, by the way. You're not skipping. You're off today.
Yeah, like Mohawk said, dude, they're on pins and needles about calling off school or going to school.
All right, talk about
it. I'm driving a school bus. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do that was when my son Christopher is off, then I'm off. And I wanted to spend some more time with family. This year was my first summer off. Mm-hmm. And, dude, I'm telling you, to have a whole summer off, it was incredible.
Just say dude. That's all you got to say.
I mean,
because year-round is busy in radio, but especially during the summer.
Oh, the summer, it's just
a whole nother level.
And it was funny because a lot of people that I know were like, oh, summer's coming, and I would dread it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't want summer.
I've got to go do that. And we have, don't get me wrong, we love doing it, but we also love our time at home.
Absolutely. I mean, as you said, you just love laying on the couch, and sometimes that is few and far between, just chilling out. But yeah, I'm driving a school bus. I do love it. I love the interaction with kids. Sometimes it can be very, very challenging where I kind of want to just take the bus off a cliff. But I don't.
HR, he's kidding.
I'm
he's
kidding. No, I was just kidding. When you're a bus driver, you have all kinds of hats on. You know, you're disciplinary, you're watching in the mirror, you're driving, social worker, all of that. It is very, very, very challenging, but we get your kids safe. And I know I'm biased when I say this real quick, but I will say this. I don't think the public really knows what bus drivers do. I think we are just known as bus drivers. Mm-hmm. We are very much responsible for the safety of your kids. And there are a lot of things we have to do on the bus to make sure. I don't have an aide on my bus. It's just me. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking in that mirror constantly, other mirrors. I have like 10, 15 mirrors I have to look at and try to make sure, navigate the road, navigate what I have, and you know, who's in behind me.
All right, well, buddy, it's been a pleasure having you on the show again. Okay. You're always welcome here. The next time that there is a snow day, you're more than welcome to come back.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, you can do talk line if you want. All right, real quick, talk about your thing at Maranatha, because that's why we brought you here. Real quick.
It is Advent. It is Roar Advent. First show is coming up tomorrow at Maranatha, 2910. You don't want to miss it. It's absolutely free. 10 or more, you can get reservations to get in. Again, absolutely free. First show is tomorrow. Next show is Sunday at 10, and then Tuesday and Wednesday, both at 7 o'clock. Roar at Maranatha. You don't want to miss it.
Coach Kidd, been a pleasure having you on the show, my friend.
Love you, man. Good to be here.
DJ's coming up with Talk Line. What you got, buddy?
11:30 steam release. 11:06 Steyerwalt. It's Friday. He's in the house. 10:33 Brad McElhenney on Justice and Capito and the ACA. Ryan Schmelz from D.C. off the top. We're going to have a lot of Americans that don't have health care come here in a few days, so we'll get into that whole topic.
Meadows and Wilson coming up with Talk Line. I will see you later today on Metro News Midday with 13 News and Tonight Live anchor Amanda Barron and me, powered by Salango Law. We start off with the governor, top of the show today. I'll be back on Monday on the local show, and again, the folks from Clay Center will stop by for that. Thanks to all our guests today. Thanks to Coach Kidd, Ryan Nicholson, our producer. I will see you later today. Till then, have fun and love somebody.
WCHS AM, W243DRFM Charleston, and W283AQ Cross Lanes, a WVRC media station. We're proud to live here too.